press live on the button. Maybe that fixed it. Are we live now? Hello? What's going on? Did it work? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Comment in the chat if you guys can hear me right now. I think we're live. Can't exactly tell, but I believe we're good. It worked. Are we good? Are we live? Are we live? If we are, that's sweet. I don't know if our chat box is working though, so that's one thing. Good? Sounds good? Visuals? Is the stream laggy at all? I have a warning and I don't know what this warning is. Let me pull this up. Give me one sec. Is there... Okay, I'm being told that the bit rate is low. I don't know what that means. I'm not a streamer. I don't know. We're good. I think we're all right. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Kayvon, Logan, Breadlaw, Light Rain. What's going on, Light Rain? Humberto, Dustin, Banana, Jack. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up, Van Wright? Has everything been spoiled? I've been under a rock. Nothing has been spoiled yet. In fact, I don't think we have any actual. Oh, the chat box is working, guys. Let's go. Wow. Okay, fine. Everything's actually working. I didn't think that would be the case. Sweet. Awesome. Update drops at 2 a.m., but we're going live a little bit early just in case the leaks come out. We can kind of review the cards. Hello, everybody. What's going on, guys? Oh my gosh. Look at everybody coming in here. No update on the app yet. Okay, so we might have to be waiting. We might be going in blind here at 2 a.m., which is totally fine. You know, if that happens, it's all good. Audios are good. Audio's fine. Hello, guys. Hello. What's up, Neon? What's up, Rega? What's up, Metal Stoner? What's up, Fitch? Zeke? Jayani? Fernando? Hello. What's going on, guys? A lot of new faces in here, which is really cool. If you guys are new to the stream, new to the channel, welcome. We don't do live streams very often. I would like to stream more. I'm just not. I'm a busy guy. I don't do this like full time. So the videos already take up a lot of my time. I just don't really have time to stream much. But we do try to stream for the releases of sets at least, and then hopefully a couple of maybe some ranked battle streams throughout the season. But again, we've been pretty busy. But we are live tonight. Which I'm really excited about. I think that we're going to get some absolute banger cards in this set. What's up, Dustin? I summoned you guys. I did ping the Discord. We do have like 1,300 people in the Discord, so I guess that does make sense. Yeah. Any non-Discord viewers? Rega says, doesn't look like anything meta shifting is coming out based on what's been leaked. The megas are bad too, right? Question mark. Nothing's been leaked. We really only have the few cards that were released in the trailer for Secluded Springs, but I actually do think those cards are pretty impactful, especially Mantike and Suicune. That's definitely the two big ones here, but I actually think Raikou and Entei EX are all going to be pretty good. The Mega Pokemon, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to just see what the meta even looks like when those cards come in, but I expect Mega Pokemon to be really strong as well. But we'll have to see. I think they're probably going to sneak in some absolutely crazy cards in this mini set. They typically do. We all remember what A4a, Extra Dimensional Crisis, was like. That set was probably one of the most influential single booster packs ever. But yeah. Let the streamer luck be upon you. We have a lot of Pokegold. We're going to be opening up as many packs as we possibly can. We'll review the cards, maybe build a couple of decks, and then we'll get out of here. I can't be up too late. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yo, man, I took a break from last rank season, but are there any cards you should look out for in the new set? Meaning this upcoming set, we'll have to wait and see what the set is full of, what the cards are like in the set. That's what I'm kind of waiting on. Sofa Potato just made top K. Yo, congrats. What's up, Nene? Nene, how's it going, man? Beast Gohan EX seems pretty strong. Yeah, Beast Gohan is strong. I don't know if he's coming out in Secluded Springs, but that would be that would be a crazy card. That would be nuts. Scizor EX or Riot. I would love a Scizor EX. My predictions for the other EX cards that are coming out, because we got, of course, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, but we're probably going to get 2 or 3 more EX cards. More likely that we get 5 total, so probably just 2 extra. I'm kind of thinking like a Scizor EX, maybe something on the fighting type, maybe like a Sudowoodo EX would be really cool. That's just kind of my hopes, but we'll have to see. Snowlax, you're the first big content creator for TCG to go live waiting for a new set. That's sad to me because the other sets felt like more went live an hour early. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's live right now. I think for last set, we went live at like midnight and we waited around for 2 hours. It was kind of crazy. So we went live at 1 a.m. this time. But yeah, we're just going to hang out, honestly, till the set drops. So, nothing else really to do, I guess. I was hoping maybe we'd get some leaked cards or something, um, you know, beforehand, but we don't know if that's actually going to happen. Yo, playing Power World. Nice. Power World was fun. I played a lot of it when it released originally. Is that new dark Pokemon being released? Zoroark? Yeah, so this Zoroark card, I don't know. The promo was leaked for like the promo drop event. We don't know if this is going to be actually like a card in the set or if it's going to be promo exclusive. We just don't know. Oftentimes they do that, but not always. So we'll have to wait and see. It's a really cool card though. What's up, Austin? Austin C. Um, Look at the leaks in the Discord. Oh, okay. All right. All right. There come the leaks. Okay, Renoga's here, and he's supplying the leaks, guys. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me call. Oh my gosh, how do we get in this? I could share Discord, but that might kind of break things here. Can we do that? Okay, we need these cards. Okay, can I put this like in my browser or something? Like, how do I move this image? I guess I can save the image and pull it up, but that probably won't work. We are getting leaked cards at the moment. A bunch of leaks are coming in. This is pretty crazy. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. We got to figure this out real quick. And we're going to try to get the leaks here onto the screen. So give me just 1 second. And I will get this guys figured out for you guys. Because if you guys want to see the leaks, I assume you guys probably do want to see the leaks, but I'll probably end up putting them on screen anyway. So. All right, give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, let me figure this out as as the leaks are coming in. Okay, what should we do here? I guess I could just show my Discord. You guys would see all the servers I'm in. I'm in a bunch of random servers. I don't think that really matters. So I think that's probably fine to just do this. You guys don't care what servers I'm in, right? I'm in just a bunch of stupid servers. Nothing incriminating, that's for sure. Okay. Let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. This might like break things here real quick, but I'll try my best. Can I select Discord? Will it let me? It's not actually coming up as an option, which is interesting. Why is that? Maybe. My Discord server should be in the just down below. It's like linked to my YouTube channel, so you should be able to find it. How many new cards are in the set? Normally, I think mini sets are like 90 or something cards, something like that. Renoga, how are we gonna? Can you? Is there a way? Is there an easy way for me to take an image that you posted on Discord and like just pull it up in my browser? Can I do that? Oh, that worked. Holy cow! Look at that, easy peasy. Okay, all right. Well, here are the leaks, guys. All right, there we go. All right. We have Celebi and Misdrevious here. So let's take a look at these leaks. We're just going to move through them, guys. It's all good. Yeah, we're good. We're going to move through them. Okay. Celebi EX, 70 HP. It's a basic grass Pokemon. Temporal Leaves. Retreat cost of 1 weak to fire. 40 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card onto it into your opponent's hand. Wow. Okay, so now we're getting, this is the first instance of some real direct rare candy counterplay. This card is going to be really strong in certain matchups, that is for sure. Actually going to be an auto win against any rare candy deck, really, that's not playing the middle evolution, or I guess has an extra rare candy. I don't know how meta this is going to be, but a very interesting card. 2 grass energies means that it's, it's not a card that you're going to be able to put in a lot of decks, but you will be able to play it, of course, in grass decks. That's a really cool card. Mischievous, only 50 HP here. Will-O-Wisp, 20 damage for 1 Psychic. Once during your turn, when you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. Infiltrating Inspection. That's really interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. And I don't know how, I mean, that's a useful info for sure. But I don't know. This could be broken for sure. I'm trying to think like this is gonna go really good with like red card or Mars, right? So this could be a really, really strong. Yeah, this could be a really strong card. We'll have to see exactly how strong this is with like hand disruption, but I like it for sure. In decks that can just afford to play like multiple copies of this, it's definitely going to be pretty strong. But I don't know exactly like if it's going to be worth playing the Pokemon in your deck. You know, we'll have to see. Okay, so here's the Zoroark that somebody was saying. Elusive Trickery. This ability's crazy. This was the promo that got leaked, so it is coming in the set officially, which is cool. And this ability is really neat. So if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this Pokemon's attack during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. This is a really, really cool Pokemon. I spoke about this already. I don't know exactly how meta viable Zoroark's going to be or like how meta defining it's going to be. But definitely a very interesting card nonetheless. And then, of course, the Phanpy that we've seen. Here's something that you guys are going to, find very, very interesting. Here is, we need to zoom out. Here is a new baby Pokemon, Azurill, or Azurill. I don't know exactly how people pronounce this. It is a colorless baby Pokemon. Not that that matters at all, but it's colorless. Squishy Healing. Heal 50 damage from one of your benched Pokemon. 50 damage is crazy, guys. I don't know. This is a crazy card. It's free retreat and everything. This is a basically like you can I don't know. Healing, of course, is not very useful in the early game. So, when we evaluate baby Pokemon right now, like in a card like this, it does kind of remind me of well, actually, it doesn't really remind me of much. This card is nuts, but I don't know if it's going to make a lot of sense, basically, right? When a Pokemon is in the active spot, it's not very often that you're going to retreat out, go into like Azurill and then heal and then go back in. This could set up for some absolutely insane combos, though, where we could basically set up like a stage 2 Pokemon and then heal it with Lily and Squishy Healing basically all in the same turn, healing for 110 damage. This is a card that is going to be a combo card, and I think that it's probably going to be used potentially to buff certain mid-range archetypes that are maybe focused around sustain. That's the one thing I'm thinking of here. There might be some combos that come out after the fact. This is a very strong card, but it's going to be very awkward. This is not a card that you're going to see basically everywhere, but you're going to see this card potentially in a couple of specific combos. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. Release, by the way, is in the pinned comment there. It releases at 2 a.m. So crazy. This is a crazy card. I was not expecting this in terms of baby Pokemon. I was expecting new baby Pokemon, but this is crazy. Yeah, this could be some emergency healing for Mega Pokemon. Whoever commented that, who just said that? Because this is super crazy. Yeah, cool Kevinator. That's a really great and a really smart comment. Basically, especially for Mega Pokemon that are going to be kind of the centerpiece of your strategy, being able to just retreat out, go into like Azurill and then heal is a really, really big deal, especially for those Mega Pokemon that are going to be Stage 2 Pokemon that can also heal with Lily. This is a really good card, but it's a very specific card. Not going to be like universally applicable, but I love the art on this card. This is crazy. You guys are going to love this one right here. Let me pull this up. This is Whitney. So we're getting another supporter. We're probably only going to get 2, maybe 3, I think, supporters in the mini set is normally how it works. This is Whitney. Heal 60 damage from one of your Miltank, and it recovers from being asleep, paralyzed, and confused. Okay. So this is a really big deal because Miltank has, I think, 110 HP. That's 130 with Giant Cape. And Miltank, as we all know, is a Pokemon that loves to sit in the active spot. We can pull it up here. So this is the Miltank in question that's coming. It does Rolling Frenzy, so it's got 110 HP, and then it does 1 colorless energy, 10 damage, but basically it does 30 damage every single time you attack. So it ramps up, it stacks on itself, and it builds. So Whitney is just here to keep Miltank around for longer. This is going to be actually a really, really cool combo. And I think that this is going to be almost like a universal counter to Oricorio in ramp decks. So Miltank with Whitney certainly going to hardwall Oricorio decks. However, the thing about Miltank is that the format is definitely really quick. So going first, I still think Miltank is bad, but going second, Miltank with Whitney is certainly going to be Very, very, very impressive. That's honestly one of the more crazy cards that I've ever seen. This is effectively Lily for a basic colorless Pokemon. And it's very similar, honestly, to something like Silvally and Gladion. Now we have like a Miltank Whitney package that's going to be its really own sub archetype. And now this really opens things up because Miltank I was curious about because it's colorless and because it's so splashable. I was genuinely curious like where we would play Miltank, and now I do feel like that's a solid enough archetype to just basically also probably help mid-range decks. Like if we really think about it, the more Miltank sits in the active spot and potentially having to go through 2 Miltanks is a really big deal, but it also gives us a lot of time to just draw through our deck. And then potentially just attach those energies and spend some time building up a Pokemon on the bench, which is a really, really strong deal. And since we're attacking, this is basically like a ramp alternative to Giratina. Again, sort of pseudo nerfing Giratina at the same time. I really like Miltank Whitney. I think this is actually a pretty big deal. And we have to get directly in the lab, and we got to start building some Miltank decks because this is actually kind of crazy. This is actually kind of crazy. Wow. Small genius. Yo, Mads, I actually woke up on time. All the cards are leaked. I don't know if they're all leaked. We're just pulling from Renoga, who's our resident leak expert here in the Discord server, and he's been posting some stuff. So keep it up, Renoga. Keep posting the leaks. We'll pull them up on stream. So yeah, Whitney and Miltank is crazy. This is just insane. I'm trying to really think about the implications of this, and I'm trying to think, like even with something like an Entei, that could be a pretty big deal when you come in for 4 energies, hit for 120. I'm also thinking about like even just some stage 2 decks, like some classic stage 2 Pokemon that in general were just too slow. Actually, you know what, guys? It just dawned on me, and I'm actually terrified now. I think that fossil Pokemon are going to be really strong with Miltank with Whitney. We might be getting Miltank Rampardos. This might be a Rampardos situation, guys. Yeah, we might be. yo, we might be playing Miltank Rampardos. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, we'll think about it later, or maybe we'll do that in the meantime. We'll see if any more leaks come out. We do have this Entei. So this is the full art Entei EX, which is pretty cool. The full set's not out yet. At least it's not leaked yet. We can update Pokemon Zone, but typically they're going to be a little bit behind. These leaks are coming in through the Discord currently. Entei is crazy. This is some new card art or whatever art. Yeah, the Celebi and the Mischievous is really interesting. These are really interesting cards. They don't really pop up as being absolutely insane. However, Mischievous with red card in Mars does definitely have a lot of potential, and I find that to be kind of a crazy combo for sure. The Zoroark is nice. Yeah, for sure. I like that. The Healing Azurill, really interesting. Like, really interesting card. We're getting some real interesting inclusions to the metagame that I was not actually expecting. No updates, no more leaks for Noga. Okay, all right. So if this is what we have for now, we'll just wait and see if we get anything else. So yeah, Whitney and Miltank is crazy. This is I'm almost sort of panicking. Yeah, Rampardos is for the streets. He is for sure. And guaranteed leading off with Miltank, ramping up, and then allowing you to just attach to Rampardos. The interesting thing about that, though, is that Rampardos only takes 1 energy. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like Rampardos, of course, is going to be really strong, but we're going to have a lot of leftover energy. So maybe there's something else that we can play in there. The new Phanpy, it does flail, so it does damage equal to the amount of damage that's on the Pokemon. So if it gets hit for 50 and then you just hit for 50 back, it's basically what this attack is. Really interesting. A Giant Cape, we can go to 90 HP and then potentially, take a hit and then hit back. Like, it's not a bad Pokemon whatsoever, but I don't know if this is really going to make a lot of sense. It evolves into Donphan, which is a stage 1 Pokemon. So we're evolving pretty quickly into Phanpy for sure. The evolving Gyarados with Celebi is insta-win. Yeah, the Celebi thing's going to be really interesting because it does 40. So we got to think about it this way, right? Think about Celebi. Actually, I'm actually thinking about this really quick right now. So it does 40 damage. Like, this is a damaging attack, and then after you attack, so the way that it works is that you hit and you deal the damage, and then the effect goes into play. Meaning, we'll damage our opponent's Pokemon for 40 and then devolve them. which I actually totally did not understand when I first read this. I didn't kind of fully develop my knowledge about this card. That means that we're able to effectively take KOs on really large Pokemon. You could play red, like hear me out. You could play well, I guess not red. Yeah, you could. Yeah. So you could play red on a full HP Charizard, by the way. You could play red and then attack with Celebi, deal 60, and since they have 60 damage taken from them when they de-evolve into Charmander, they will be at 0 HP, effectively KOing them a Charizard in one hit. Now, you'd only take, I believe, one prize card for that, but that is technically your ability now to one-hit KO by devolving Pokemon after we're dealing damage to them, which is really strong. And honestly, any Pokemon that maybe has already been previously damaged, this is going to allow us to one-hit KO them. Right? Like if Charizard just has 20 or 30 HP missing or whatever, we can come into Celebi and then hit, and then it's going to devolve and then get KO'd because it'll be out of HP when it devolves. So Celebi is actually a little bit more crazy than I thought. Yeah, not something that initially popped into my head when I was reading this card, but that's very yeah, that's isn't that crazy? I don't know if you guys first thought of that, but um, yeah. Because we've seen it like we've seen similar things like Fan Rotom and in Aerodactyl. It doesn't devolve them, but it puts the whole Pokemon back into their hand. This is different because you're doing the damage and then it's devolving, which means it's opening up a lot of lines for this to take KOs. Yeah, with Leafeon, that's a really great example. So something like Leafeon, which is a really decent sort of tempo attacker, it can set up Celebi really easily. This is going to allow us to just get over those sort of high roll decks or those rare candy combo decks that we just can't really get past because they're healing with Lily. So this is a direct counterplay card, at least for the grass type archetype, to get around some of those things like Charizard, like Solgaleo. Imagine hitting a Solgaleo, right, and then bringing it down. You know what I mean? Like it's a big deal. This is actually a really decent card. I'm really interested to see if that's where the format goes. Like this season definitely in the metagame right now definitely seems to be very fast paced focused. However, Miltank is a really interesting inclusion. Like seeing the legendary beasts and then seeing the Miltank Whitney stuff kind of makes me feel like they're giving us they're kind of just handing us a sort of this universal like sustained sort of ramp up strategy that's going to be quite strong against those legendary beast Pokemon because there's just not that many decks to be fair that's going to be able to just out damage Miltank with a giant cape and with Whitney and potions as well. Miltank's going to be sticking around for quite some time, especially if we draw into the Whitneys. I'm actually really curious about Miltank. I think it has a lot more potential now with a card that heals for 60 damage. That's nuts. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So we got some full arts here. These are the full art versions of Latias and Latios. So this is Latios. I didn't spend too much time talking about these cards. I really don't think they're that good. 3 energies for 120, and then you discard all of the energies. Like, it just doesn't seem that crazy to me. I get it has free retreat, and then Latios is pretty cool as well. But I don't know like how great I think these cards are. I could be wrong, right? I mean, 40 damage for 1 energy is not bad, right? 20 plus 20 could be pretty strong. I don't know if we're supposed to be playing this like with unknown and stuff. It just seems a little bit awkward. I don't know. It's not enough for me. But maybe I could be proven wrong about that. But we've seen similar kind of things to this before. I feel like in Pokemon Pocket, and none of them are really, um, going crazy. I think you're overhyping Miltank. I'm just saying that Miltank is a real thing. I'm not saying it's going to take over the metagame, but I do think that Miltank is like a way more viable now. I think it was like semi borderline an okay card, but then they gave us Whitney, and now I feel like because it's colorless. Like so it's like Silvally in the sense that we can play that combo, that Miltank Whitney combo, and it's only a 4-card combo, and you can pair it with anything. It's colorless. You know what I mean? So it opens up, I think, a lot of complementary play with a lot of other cards in the game, for sure. Things that are in general just used to be too slow. There's just a lot of stuff. It's 1 energy, right? So you attach 1 energy, and then you have all of those subsequent turns where Miltank's sticking around. You're dealing more and more damage, and then we can attach those energies to just something on the bench. You know what I mean? So it gives us the ability to be actually somewhat substantial in the early game with Miltank, while of course we spend the time maybe building up and I guess attaching energies to something on the bench. And the possibilities there are kind of endless. So we'll have to see how strong Miltank is, but. Definitely not bad at all. Miltank's going to be hard countered by things that one-hit KO it. So anything that's hitting for 130 plus, of course, is going to hard counter Miltank. But any of the sort of fast-paced aggro decks that aren't hitting for that much damage are going to kind of get hard countered. It's basically like an anti aggro card. It's an anti like sort of turbo archetype, which is good because I think that's what these legendary beast Pokemon are. Like they're just really accelerating, the metagame. You know what I mean? So interesting. Update should be out in 6 minutes, hopefully. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, Miltank and Whitney versus Skarmory EX and Jessica. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one for sure. Some of these spoiled cards seem will affect meta more when mega evolutions. Yeah, I think they're definitely prepping the meta for megas, and we're probably going to see that a lot over the next few sets. Because I couldn't really imagine mega Pokemon just getting dropped into the the meta game as it is right now. There's definitely a lot of things that are going to change, and the meta game is going to evolve a lot over the next couple of months until probably late October when the mega Pokemon come. So we'll have to see. But maybe it's not B1. You know, maybe they come out in like A4b. You know what I mean? The next mini set. Well, we don't know. We have no idea. Doesn't it just auto include? Yeah, Dark Tina. Yeah, well, so I think Darkrai would actually be a pretty substantial partner for Miltank, quite frankly. Um, and then it builds like a really interesting sort of ramp Darkrai deck. And I like that actually. I do like that. Miltank Darkrai might just be a meta deck right out of the gate. Open packs. The set is not out yet. We will be opening packs when the set releases in just a few minutes. Well, I guess in 35 minutes is when the set is releasing. Shout out to Whitney. Also recovering from a sleep paralysis and confusion, but not burn. I don't know why they did that. Is that tricking anybody right here? Is anybody confused by how Whitney is not healing for healing burns, but it's healing everything else? Why would they do that? Does anyone know? Anyone know why they're doing that? Are they just opening up a counterplay to Miltank being burning? I don't know. They just excluded it. I don't know. Or poison. Okay, so burn and poison. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the damaging ones, it's gonna keep. Okay, all right. So that's not like fully broken. I guess poison and burn are probably more common than the other types. So that's interesting, I guess. But we still have Pokemon Center Lady, so yeah, no poison healing. Okay. Possibly Whitney is an answer for something else in the set. Yeah, well, I think that's what I was saying about the legendary dogs this year is they all hit for 60. So Miltank's gonna sit around and then build up while these things are trying to get off the ground. Yeah, you wouldn't want Miltank with Giratina. Yeah, you would never play Giratina with Miltank, but Darkrai makes a lot of sense. Yo, Demi, what's up, Mads? Yo, it's about time. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no more stalling. Huh. Interesting. It's an interesting one. Yo, what's up, Mac? Yo, what do you, Mac? What are you doing here? It's 1:30 a.m. Are you just coming in, bro? You chilling? I was not expecting to see you in the stream at 1:30 in the morning, but what's going on? What is going on? The Celebi is kind of crazy. I'm actually really interested about some Celebi decks. Like if those stage 2 rare candy decks ever take over the meta again, like Celebi's going to be really, really funny. It's going to be a really, really fun one. Miltank right here. I'll show you Miltank. So this is the card that goes with Whitney, right? So 110 HP, colorless, basic Pokemon, 1 energy in its attack cost, rolling frenzy, 10 damage. But every time this Pokemon attacks, until it leaves the active, obviously. They mentioned that so that people didn't get confused, but that's how it works. Rolling Frenzy attack does 30 plus damage, and this effect does stack. So you're doing 10 damage, and the next turn you're doing 40, and then you're doing 70. Of course, Sabrina will hard counter, Miltank. So I'm not saying that Miltank isn't uncounterable. It's very easy to counter for sure, but it's still a very substantial card. Yo, what's up, Josh? Yeah, thanks for the sub. Does the milk keep adding 30 damage on top? It does. Yeah, it stacks. This effect stacks. So if Miltank is around for 4 turns, like it's just going to be swinging at you for like 120 or 100 plus damage, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh, it's 10:30 where you are, Mag. That's funny. I just got your text. Well, there you go. All right. Well, time to hop in. So yeah, Miltank with Whitney is going to be crazy. It's good. It's quite good. It's way better than we thought Miltank would be. Sabrina still hard counters Miltank for sure. Because yes, you could go into another Miltank, but it'll still reset the attack counters there. 30 more minutes till release. Yeah. This plus Darkrai is going to be nuts because on the off turns while we're attacking with Miltank, it's just plus 20 to those attacks. So if you do that math that way, like if we're going second, we deal 10 damage, right? Whatever. But next turn we're dealing 40 plus Darkrai's damage, which is 20, right? So that's 60 plus the 10. That's 70 in 2 turns. And the next turn, it actually goes to 90 damage. So it really does start to scale a lot with Darkrai, which is going to be pretty fun. And then, of course, at the end of the game, we can just attack with Darkrai, which is a strong attacker as well. Still a hard counter in Espeon, and Espeon is definitely a very relevant deck and will continue to be. So I find that to be very interesting for sure. Where am I seeing this? These are leaks that Renoga hooked us up with in the Discord. So if you guys want to see these cards or download the images or whatever, they are in the Discord. Link will be links down. I don't know if it's in the description, but it's linked to the channel, so you guys can find it if you look hard enough. For sure. Yeah, we have the old Whitney's mill tank here. We're bringing it back to the old days where we get rolled by that thing at the first gym. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yo, good morning from Spain. What's up, Alejandro? Everyone go update your game. Are we doing that now? Is that what we're doing? Is the update out? Okay, let me pop the update. Thanks for the call outs here. Appreciate you. You guys might hear this. I don't have it up on the screen, but you guys will hear this right now. To the store. Okay. There was the premium pass card leaked? I don't know if it was. We are updating our game currently. When's the pack releasing? It's releasing in 30 minutes. Single mill tank deck? Yeah, I mean, you could just go straight mill tank and then get around Sabrina, I guess, but that's a little bit sketchy. Theoretically, though, I guess it's, not bad. So the update's live, but it won't like proc, right? It won't actually activate the update until 2 o'clock, right? So we should just be getting data mines at this point, but we won't be able to open packs until 2 a.m. I believe is still how that works. Oh, is Azrael the pass card? It could be, actually. I don't know if it is. I don't know. These are just the cards that have been leaked to us in the Discord. So shout out to the leakers for sure. We have a very awesome group in the Discord. We've got like a pretty solid team. You guys are pretty awesome. Yo, hello from Sweden. Love your content, bro. I love that you love my content. I appreciate that. Meal Tank Jan Mega EX, dude. We're bringing Jan Mega back. Dude, if somebody plays Jan Mega this format, I'm gonna just shout him out on the channel. I don't even care if you win. I don't care if you go like 0-5 drop. If you play Jan Mega, I'm giving you a shout out for sure. This is everything that we've gotten leaked so far. But a lot are coming. If the game updated, that means that the game files are now there, and the data miners will start coming. So we're just waiting for sure. We're talking about the game patch, not the actual pack release. FYI, that's right, Light. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Light Rain is correct in the chat. Fighting ramp, please. Fighting is not going to get ramp. Everybody that wants energy ramp for fighting is crazy. We have too strong of fighting cards where ramp could not be in the game, but we should get some more fighting support, or at the very least, just a strong fighting card. The thing is, you have to keep in mind, like, Rampardos exists. Dawnfan's not a terrible card. Garchomp's not a terrible card. Like, fighting with energy ramp would be nuts. It would be crazy, for sure. Yo, from Florida. I'm hyped for these packs. What's up, Jay? I've been to Florida like 15 times in my life, so shout out to Florida. And I don't live in Florida. I live actually quite far from Florida. I've just happened to be there a bunch of times. I've visited a bunch. Are we getting the ranked rewards in 30 minutes as well? I don't know. Do we get the rank rewards on set drop? I think we might get them the next day. I can't remember. Grass ramp could make sense. Yeah. I do think we're getting Badoo, or I don't know, but something close for sure. Something close at least. The premium pass card is Latias. It has no rarity in the symbol. Is that correct? Oh, Latias. This one right here. Yeah, okay. So this is the ranked or the premium reward, which I guess is kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. But this is a really cool card. Really cool card. It reminds me of the Arceus Rotom, honestly. But yeah. Musashi Himads, I got to Master Ball this season. Thanks for your advice. Thank you for all the work you do, being a great content creator. Hey, man. Congratulations on Master Ball, and I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. So A and B is just a pack update. I just started an EV Grove deck time. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we get ranked rewards today. Okay, cool. Yeah, it would make sense that they give us. We're giving Itchy Pollen. What's up, Zeta? How you doing? I think we're getting a Badoo. I don't know if we're getting Itchy Pollen for sure. Leaks incoming. All right, Renoga. All right, drop the leaks, brother. Put them in here. We'll talk about them. We got 25 minutes left. This 500 gold's getting ready to eat. Yeah, I think I have like 700 Poke Gold right now, and we're about to just drop all of it. Azrael plus Infernape is interesting. Yeah, actually, this would be interesting for sure. Because you get that off turn. Like that's a really cool scenario because like Infernape has free retreat, right? If we pull up Infernape EX, and I like Infernape EX. But it's 2 energies to attack. Actually, this word would work quite well because that off turn where we can attack, we would retreat, go into Azrael, heal, but also attach, because it's all free retreat. So we would attach that turn, and then the turn that we come back in after Azrael gets KO'd, Infernape would be able to attack again. I think that's actually a really smart application for Azrael because they both have free retreat. That's a really smart idea. I don't know what we're doing in the early game other than maybe just hoping we draw into our car and draw into our rare candy combo, but I think that's really cool. That's a really, really cool idea. Voy Choi. I like that comment then. Thank you so much for saying that because that's a great point. Fighting is already broken. It's not broken. I mean, fighting, it could get some love. I'm just saying an energy ramp fighting card would be crazy. Polyrath EX, huh? We're waiting for more leaks from the Discord crew. They're coming. Sylveon Slop. Yeah, that's also true. Like, we could also just play this with Sylveon. You got to think, too, like, the reason this card is also crazy, guys, let me break your brains real quick with Azrael, would be something like like Espeon, and then you could play this with, well, you probably wouldn't play with Espeon. Like, it's, what's the card that just came out? Lyra, right? Lyra. So, like, we could just, get hit, and then Lyra, then go into Azrael, and then end our turn healing. There's a way to combo with this card because you could basically, it's an attack though. So that's the only thing. If this was an ability, it would be more crazy because then you could Lyra, heal, and then retreat back in the same turn. But it's an attack. It will end your turn. So I think it's balanced in that way. I think it's somewhat balanced. Let people have fun. Do I think they'll do a rotation when the B sets come out? I don't think they'll do a rotation when the B sets come out, but they might do a rotation at some point. We'll have to see. We'll have to see for sure. It's possible. I don't know if it's going to happen, I guess, but it's possible. Dragon type speculations? I think Dragon type is whack. Until they fix the dual energy support, Dragon's whack. Baby Pokemon didn't really fix the dual energy support. What Baby Pokemon did was make certain things really fast and really aggressive in the early game. I gotta scratch my eye real quick. We don't have any dual energy support, unfortunately. Well, hopefully we get some at some point. Elekid seems even worse now. Yo, Elekid is crazy, dude. I really loved Elekid and I wanted to see more play, but rotation means that basically they do this in the official card game. So every so often they basically after enough cards come out, new cards come out, they ban, or I guess just remove older cards from the standard format, basically. So like they have like an expanded format, so you can still play those cards and whatever, but in like official standard formats, they don't have. Oh my god, are we getting more stuff here? I think we're getting more stuff, guys. Hold on. What is this stuff? What is crazy? What is this? Okay, Renoga said it's text for now. Okay, so I don't know if I think I'm gonna pull up the text. Maybe I can actually. Should I? Hold on. Can I do this? Oh, okay. That's the text for the card arts. Waiting for the images. Okay, we'll wait for the images for sure. But yeah, if enough cards come out, then they'll basically rotate out all of the like older cards. They would really only do that. Usually that happens when like they want to like change the game or like update the game. And they are kind of doing that with Mega Pokemon. Like by the time Mega Pokemon comes out and it's B1, like a lot of those older cards probably aren't going to be that good, to be fair. But what if they do that, they have to sort of reprint or re-release cards that exist. Like if they did a rotation, like losing Sabrina, losing Giovanni, losing Red, losing things like that would be really tough. So they would have to sort of like reprint cards or like, I guess, replacements for those cards. I don't know if they'll do any of that in Pokemon Pocket, but they could. Update comes out in 22 minutes. I like the new abilities. It makes the game more varied. Yeah, for sure. A lot of Pokemon have abilities now. That's just how Pokemon works, to be fair. Old Pokemon, like when Pocket first came out, none of the Pokemon had abilities because it was very much simple. But as Pocket sort of, increases and goes on and the power creep increases, like basically every Pokemon will have abilities because that's just how the Pokemon TCG is, quite frankly. That's just how it goes. We have some cool art here. I don't know what this art is. This could be for the Rainbow Rare Lugia or Entei, which is pretty cool. I don't know what this is for. Check this out. Look at this art. What is this, dude? What is this guy? Hold on a minute. What are we looking at? What is this? What is that? What is going on? Look at this guy too. He's looking a little. He's looking like he's off something. I don't know what's going on there, but that's a crazy card. Crazy, crazy card. I don't know what these are, but this is, oh, look at this. This is such a cool card. Are we getting a new Poliwrath? Are we getting a new Poliwrath? We are. Oh, okay. All right. We have some EX Pokemon. We have some new EX Pokemon. We don't have the card images, but we do have the text. Okay, so I'm gonna just say this, and you guys are gonna have to. I don't have a visual, but you guys can read this, right? So, leaked right now, Poliwrath EX. That's right, guys. Poliwrath EX. We kind of knew this was coming because of Politoed, right? The Politoed that came out in A4. Poliwrath EX, 180 HP, retreat cost of 3. I believe this is a water type. Hydro Knuckle, 100 damage. If this Pokemon has any energy attached, this attack does, I don't know, 30 more damage? I don't know. I don't know what this reads. Interesting. Okay, the text is a little off there, but we do have a Poliwrath EX coming, which is probably where this card comes from. We also have a Jumpluff EX. Okay, all right. So Grass, okay, Jumpluff EX. 160 HP, retreat cost of 1, Breeze by, attack 70 damage. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that's the text there. I just told it to you guys. Poliwrath, this is the art for the card, but this Poliwrath seemingly 180 HP, 100 damage for I don't know how many energies. Does it have 0 energy in its attack cost? What is going on with this card? If this Pokemon has any energy attached, Elemental ID 0. So if it has any water energy attached, I don't know what the attack cost is though. Interesting. Okay, someone might have to translate that for me. I don't know what's going on there, but we do have Poliwhirl or Poliwrath EX, and then we also have a what is that? A Jumpluff EX? We have a new Tropius coming out. Is that what this text is? These leaks are crazy. We don't have the images. We just have the text right now. Game update at 160 megabyte. Is that another update, or did that just already come out? Yeah, 100 plus 30 plus 40 is crazy. That is crazy. Insane. Is this a pocket card or is this an OCG card? What is this? Is this a pocket card? If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is KO'd by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, flip a coin if heads the attacking Pokemon is knocked out. Hello? Is this a new card coming? Are we getting Galarian Cursula? What is going on? What is this card, guys? Oh, another update just came? Oh, jeez Louise. Are you kidding me? What do you guys think of this Galarian Cursula? I think this is kind of a meme card because Will's not going to work with this ability, by the way. This is crazy. 50% chance to just KO your opponent. This is going to be kind of broken, actually, just in general. It really says, oh yeah, there's another update. Okay, we'll update this one too. The second update's coming. You guys might hear the desktop audio. No, I haven't turned off right now. I'll have to turn that back on. Wait, so the boost, the set's not out yet, right? Let me see. The game's opening up. Wow. Okay, so Galarian Cursula is real. This is a real card. No starters confirmed. Yeah, that's wild. Still no starter EX Pokemon is crazy. But such is life, I suppose. Did we really want Meganium EX? I mean, to be fair, did we really want that? Maybe we did. Maybe we did not. Will's not going to work for this, guys, because it's not during your turn. Oh, hello. Splashy Toss, Mantike. Let's go. The Crown Rare for the set here. Very cool. Oh, also Full Art Traveling Merchant. Okay, some cards are coming in, guys. We're getting some leaks. They're coming in. Wait a minute. What is this? New supporter, Morty. For each of your Psychic Pokemon in play, look at that many cards from the top of your opponent's deck and put them back on any order. No. No, we're getting Control. We're getting Control decks in Pokemon Pocket. Why are we getting Control decks? No. No. Control is coming to Pokemon Pocket, guys. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Look at that many top cards of your opponent's deck. So we can take a look at the top 4 cards of our opponent's deck and put them back in any order. We are now playing Sylveon Espeon Control is what we're doing now. This is crazy. Why are we buffing Giratina Darkrai? Or Giratina? Why are we buffing Espeon Sylveon? I don't know. This card is nuts. You guys are going to have to deal with this. We're all going to have to deal with this. We're going to be infinitely breaking. Now, there is ways to shuffle your deck. Let's be fair. Okay, we can basically a Pokeball will shuffle your deck if it's in your hand. But getting red carded and then mortied is going to be terrifying, and it's going to be potentially one of the worst things ever. The funny thing is too is that your opponent's going to know like what's coming up, so they could just choose to like Mars you if they know you're like a good card's coming up. This is nuts. This is control. This is like genuine control. And we also had Mischievous. Where is it? Can we find it? Mischievous? Yeah, so we also have this guy, which allows us to look at our opponent's hand. And know what's in their hand as well. We do. We have genuine control, guys. Morty is we have control. We have Silver. We have Morty. We have like the makings of a control deck in Pokemon Pocket. Which is nuts. This is wild. Yeah, Gengar is crazy, guys. This is I don't know if we're ready for this. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to be like the best decks in the game, but this is a control card. And by control, I mean basically like these are decks that are in the official card game to some degree that basically stop your opponent from being able to play the game. It's something. I don't know what's going on anymore. These cards are coming from our Discord server, guys. Here we go. Here is Poliwrath EX and somebody's, I guess, desktop. Here is Poliwrath. Okay, so it's a fighting type. It is a fighting type. 1 fighting, 2 colorless. Yo, okay, all right. First of all, so, but it's, wait. What is going on? 100 damage, but if it has any water energy attached, it does 140 more. 140, 1 fighting, 2 water. Very interesting, guys. This is very interesting. The fact here, and I'm going to just say this right now, the fact that this is 2 colorless, I was just crapping on dual energy types, but they kind of made it work here, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, of course, we want to play Politoed to further increase that damage up to like 170 or whatever. This is nuts. But keep in mind, like, because this is colorless, we could bypass that extra damage, and we could just freely play this with Sylveon. But it's 3 energies, which is a little bit awkward, so this isn't like a turbo rare candy deck. We're probably playing this as a true like mid-range deck, like a late game sweeper deck. Ho-Oh is interesting. We could play baby Pokemon with this. You could play Mantike. We have to draw through our cards though, which is just a little bit scary. Let's pull up Politoed so you guys know what Politoed does. Politoed is spelled weird. It's like Toed, I think. This is Politoed. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench used by, as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, attacks used by your Pokemon that evolve from Poliwhirl, meaning Poliwrath EX will work here, by the way, do 40 more damage. So we're doing 180 with this card. This might be a meme. This might be too slow, but we do have Miltank though, guys. We do have This is the type of things that I was saying with Miltank. We could just play Miltank, and we could play dual energies, and we can just slowly build up to Poliwrath. And by the time it comes in, we're hitting for 140. It's a little crazy. This is a little bit crazy. Since we're playing Politoads already, Poliwags, we can just play maybe that 1 Politoad in there if we really wanted to just kind of pop off. This is a very interesting scenario. Very interesting indeed. And has anyone ever noticed that Poliwrath does not have shoes, but he doesn't have feet either? That's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I don't know really what's going on with Poliwrath's feet there. Let's take a look here at the next card here, guys. Jumpluff. This is Rainbow Rare Jumpluff. Breeze by attack. Oh, no. It's 1 colorless. Oh, no, guys. What is going on? What are we doing here? Okay. Turn 2 rare candy. Breeze by attack. Okay, hold on. We got to cool it. We got to cool it off. Let's step back here, guys. Let's hold on. Let's just chill out here for a sec. We have a stage 2 Pokemon, 1 energy, 70 damage, and it switches. If we want to, it switches. What are we doing here? What is going on? Renoga told me to check my email. I don't know. I can't really do that at the moment. Can I? Maybe I can. Why'd you send my email? Did you have malware? Did you send me malware? Oh, you sent me the images? Oh, beautiful. We can pull that up on screen too. Here you go. You guys want to see the whole set? You guys want to see the whole set? There you go. Here's the entire set. Can we zoom in? Oh my God, they're HD too. Let's get in here. All right, let's review the entire set, guys. Why not? Let's just do it. Anybody? Full set review coming in right now? We're not going to do a full set review, but let's take a look at the cards. So Milotic is coming. This is crazy. All right. I got to lock in here. We got to lock in. So we know Milotic here. There's Zora and Zoroark. Here's the Miltank. This is definitely official art from, like, I think probably one of the Neo sets. Phanpy, Latios, Entei, Hoppip, Skiploom. So Skiploom also does, these are all colorless, 10 damage, Hoppip. Switch with one of your bench Pokemon, okay. Jumpluff, Sunkern, all right, let's go down here. That Jumpluff is nuts. We'll get back to Jumpluff in a minute, but this is nuts. Jumpluff is crazy. Right off the top of my head, I don't know if you guys were thinking this, but we can... Guys. We can Jumpluff, attack, retreat into Snorlax, and then Ilima, pick up Snorlax back into Jumpluff. Anybody? Anyone? What? What are we doing here? We could also Leaf Cape that Jumpluff to 190. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm lost. Lost in the sauce is what we call it. Sunflora, trip over, flip a coins. All right, meme. That's a meme card. Let's go here. Durant. Hold on. What do we resize the page here? Durant, Mountain Munch, 40 damage. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Cool. We have Mill now. Probably not good, but that's actually kind of crazy. A new Mag Cargo. Sweet. Talonflame, stage 2, 1 fire energy, 50 and burn. Okay. Poliwag does call for family. Wow. Okay. That's big. So we can put another Poliwag on our bench. That's legit. That's straight up legit. Tentacool and Tentacruel, stun. I mean, these are filler cards. These are filler. Let's go down. There's the Slowpoke. There's the Slowking. Our King Slowking here. A new Jinx, a water type Jinx. Is this the first time we're getting a Pokemon as 2 different types in Pokemon Pocket? Is this the first time? We have a Psychic Jinx. Is this it might not be, but I feel like this is the first time. I guess Poliwrath is also the case. Okay. Interesting. Dazzle Dance, 40 in Confusion. There's Feebas, Mantike, Cryogonal. 40 damage bench Snipe for 2 is kind of interesting. Electros, 120 Wild Charge. 20 to itself. Seems like a meme. I feel like we've already seen all of the bangers already. There's no way they have more bangers. This art for Poliwrath is goofy. What do we got? Static Shock, Yamper, Boltund. Defiant Spark, 70 damage. If it has damage onto it, it can be used for 1 energy. That's actually pretty funny. And we've seen Mischievous, but it does evolve. So, okay, so this is interesting. So this is a really interesting card, but it can also evolve here. Wait a minute. What is this Mismagius here, guys? What is going on? Excuse me? Cursed Prowse. 1 Psychic Energy at the end of your opponent's next turn, deal 90 damage to the defending Pokemon? What? What? That sounds crazy to me. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pass on. There's the Cursula that we saw here. Jellicent, Diglett. Here's the Doug Trio. This is actually from Skyridge. I believe this is the Skyridge Doug Trio art. Don't quote me on that. Cliff Crumbler, 40 damage. Discard the top card of your deck if it is a fighting Pokemon. We do 100. What is going on here? What the heck? Why are we doing 100 on turn 2? What is going on? Why are we doing this? Going first? Hello? What? I mean, I guess it's not that consistent, but that's crazy. Donphan here. Exoskeleton. Relicanth. Takedown, 50 damage. 10 to itself. Pretty cool. What about Crustle? 4 energies, 100. Flip a coin if heads does 50. So this is like Galarian, a Alolan Executor, but a lot worse, I guess. I guess it's not a lot worse. It's actually kind of better in some ways. So Viper, Fateful Fang, 40. If the opponent's active Pokemon is Zangoose, it does 80. Okay, sure. All right. Mental Surge. We do get Malamar here. No damage. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's kind of nuts. Hello. Okay. Dragalge here. Interesting. There's Zangoose. We'll take a look at it. We are getting Altaria. So for 2 colorless energy on a dragon type Pokemon, if this Pokemon has 2 or more different energy types of energy, this attack does 60 more damage. This is actually a relevant card. Correct me if I'm wrong here, because we can play this with any baby Pokemon, and we can play any, I guess, other energy type, and then pretty consistently deal like Silvally type damage. This is kind of like a Dragon Silvally, but of course we don't have Gladion. So it's basically worse here. We have a new Farfetch'd 60 for 2 energies. Stretch Tongue, 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Licky Licky to 60. Interesting. Igglybuff. What is that? What is this? Your opponent's Pokemon is now asleep? What? What do you mean? What? Why are we doing 10 and sleep with a baby Pokemon? I guess a lot of Pokemon evolve. It's control, guys. This is the word. Yo, this is crazy. This is nuts. Yo, shout out to Avery, bro. I appreciate you there. Insane stuff. You had to subscribe to comment that. I appreciate it. Yo, Sleepy Lullaby, 10 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now... Oh, Shiny Mew EX. Okay, all right, back to reality. Teddy Ursa, Honk Shoe. Me. Is that the SpongeBob? The SpongeBob snoring? There's Azurill. Okay, so healing as well. Swablu's colorless. Yeah, that makes sense. Zangoose. If this Pokemon's in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, deal 20 damage. Okay, so this is like okay, this is basically like a better Druddigon, I think. Basically. Yeah. It's got like rough skin, but it's colorless, which is cool. They're nerfing my boy here. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. So what are we getting here? Oh, look at the rainbow arts and stuff. This is cool, yeah. So I think that's... Oh, tool cards. 2 new tool cards. Hold on. The retreat cost of the water Pokemon this card is attached to is 1 less. Wow. Wait a minute. Suicune with 1 retreat? Anybody? This is a big deal. So this is basically like a permanent X speed for water Pokemon. This card is really relevant. Yo, Christian, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel member, guys. Feel free. Listen, I don't promote the channel membership, but I do have it. It's like 99 cents or whatever. If you guys just want to support me, go ahead and do it. I don't offer anything like additional for channel members. It's just a way that you guys can directly support the channel. So if you guys want to, go ahead. I don't really promote it, but somebody just became a member. And there you go. Memory Light. If the Pokemon this card is attached to... Oh, sorry. The Pokemon this card is attached to can use any attacks from its previous evolutions. What? I don't know the applications for this, but that sounds crazy. Does it not? I don't know the case for that. Can anybody off the top of my head, top of your head, think about something that this would be useful for? I don't know off the top of my head, but this does kind of sound a little crazy. Maybe this is for Mega Pokemon? Nah, but it wouldn't work that way. Oh, Memory Light with Donphan. Yo, dude, Donphan Memory Light's about to go nuts, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Yo. Yeah, that's right. Psyduck into Golduck, technically. Sylveon? Donphan is nuts, guys. These are all TCG live cards, imagine. Yo. It would still... No, so it would use Phanpy's attack. It would use Phanpy's attack, but now you have like 112, like what, 50 HP or what? 160? So basically any damage on Donphan, if Memory Light is attached, we will deal back to the opponent, which is crazy. That's going to give Donphan some smacking power. That's a direct buff to fighting types in my mind, and direct buff to Donphan. I think that's super cool. That's the only application that I think of. Mightyena? Yo, isn't there a Bidoof or a Bibarel? Can anybody confirm that Bidoof Bibarel stuff? Yo, Electrobuzz, for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. It'll do the same. No, it'll just do whatever damage you have onto it. Gyarados? Electivire. What does Electivire do? Hold on. So what? Is that Electabuzz to buff itself up? Which Electabuzz is it? We have multiple Electivires. We have a bunch of Electabuzzes. Sylveon Memory Light, find a friend? Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point. If we wanted to. We going second on our first turn, we could find a friend. That's not that bad. I don't know if we would do that, but that's not that bad. Solgaleo can now teleport. Yo. Sylveon find a friend is funny. I think we still need to play Giant Cape, though, above that. For sure, in my mind. This does not mean you can hit Oricorio, no. You still need the necessary energy to use the attack. This does not mean you can hit Oricorio, no. Basically, like, it just means that the EX Pokemon that, or whatever Pokemon this is attached to, uses the attack, but the attack basically is, you have the option to use the attack of your previous evolutions. The new set should be out by now, by the way. So let's get in here. And we'll start opening up the packs. I'm actually pumped, bro. This mini set is nuts. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way about this as I do, but this set is broken. There's a bunch of crazy cards. There's a bunch of crazy stuff coming. This is crazy to me. Set is live. All right, let's get in here, guys. One sec. Let's do it. Let's get the packs going, guys. Let's get the packs flowing out here. Let me put this like right here or whatever so you guys can see it. There it is. Secluded Springs. Let's open the packs, guys. This is definitely a meta-defining set. To be fair, all of the sets are meta-defining, but this is a meta-defining set. You guys should have some desktop audio here. I don't know if you will. Let's dive right into it, guys. Let's just immediately get going on this. Let's just immediately get going. Let's see what we got. I think we have to open singles here for the first 4 packs, unfortunately. K, there's the Miltank. We'll take that. Seviper, 2 Sevipers, inflatable boat. Can anybody tell me some 1 retreat cost water Pokemon where this is relevant? Like just off the top of your head, is there any? Like I think they're mostly 2, but I guess you could inflatable boat and X speed for free retreat, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we have to open like 4 singles before we can get to the 10 pack. So bear with me here as we crack open some Secluded Springs. Good luck, everybody, on your pulls. Yo, Manaphy's actually. Yeah. Ranked rewards, yeah. I'm gonna, trust me, we're gonna hit max pack openings anyway, but Ursaring, Fletchinder, Slugma, Yamper, and there's Whitney. I'm already feeling the Miltank stuff. We're already getting into it. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm already excited about it. Full art Jumpluff, first pull, dude. That Jumpluff looks crazy. That's actually what I'm probably some of the most excited about is Jumpluff. The colorless is crazy. The opportunities are literally endless with Jumpluff, and I'm actually a bit afraid of it. Okay, an EX here. Frillish, Diglett, Cursula. There's our boy Suicune, baby. We got it. We got Suicune. I think Suicune's still going to be very strong. I'll say it right now. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to play test a lot of stuff for sure. I have so many deck lists in my brain right now, and we have to put them all together, and we have to test them all out. We just got to test them all out. 10 different cards. Let's go. Shiny Inferno. Okay, this is our last single pack, and then we will get in, of course, to the 10 pack openings here. Swablu, Durant, Whitney, Feebas, and Poliwrath. All right, 2 EXs already. I'm very excited for Poliwrath, actually. I think that card is crazy. Yo, Crown Mantike. Congrats, dude. Congrats on the Crown Mantike. You guys are going to want to stay tuned. We'll put out a full set review shortly, tonight or tomorrow morning, and then of course we will then we'll do our first couple videos in the next few days. So anyway, let's dive right into it. Crown Mantike is pretty sweet if you're a water enjoyer. I think we're all water enjoyers. Misty will come back into the format. We just have to sort of wait and see. Skrelp, Jinx, there's Zangoose. Full art Fampy's cool. No full arts yet for us, but there's Mantike. Let's go. We'll take the Mantikes all day, every day. Cryogonal, Lickitung, Boltund. I don't think we missed anything in that full set review, but if we see something that jumps out at us that we missed or something, we'll talk about it for sure. And Entei, we're popping off with the EXs already. You know, the Iggly buff is nuts, guys. That's a crazy card. I don't know what's really going on with that, but we'll have to wait and see. There's Azrael. I like this art a lot. It's crazy. I was not expecting 2 colorless Pokemon, baby Pokemon like we got. Yeah, we have a bunch of Whitneys already. The Miltank is the wave here. We got a shiny Gabite. Why not? He's looking teal. He's got the teal edition there. Are the baby Pokemon still in 6-card packs? Traveling Merchant, Poliwag, Hoppip, Slowpoke, and Zoroark. Cool. I didn't notice. Is it 6-card packs for the baby Pokemon? Mischievous. Mischievous again. Skiploom. Okay. Yo, God Pack Gideon. Insane luck. Let's go, man. Full art Morty, dude. You guys are popping off. You guys are popping off here. We did get a full art finally. What is it going to be? It's Fan P, dude. I'm actually really excited for the new Donphan tech. I think that's actually massive potential. That's huge. I don't know if you guys fully understand that, but basically now, like, Donphan can immediately, like, that's a really big deal for Donphan. Like, a really big deal. I'm really excited for that. Now we have to draw into the tool card for sure, which, I mean, we're not always going to do, but that's definitely a big deal. We have Hiker as well. So, I mean, Hiker's a pretty underrated card. Let's do it, guys. Yeah, still in 6-card packs. Okay, that's good. Yo, let's go, Dazrin. Let's go. Yo, the immersive Suicune. I hope we pull the immersive Suicune. I just want to see it so we can play it on the stream for you guys. Back-to-back full art trainers? That's insane, dude. You're nuts. You are crazy. Lickitung, Dragalge, Feebas, another inflatable boat. Yo, Stunfisk. The greatest card ever made. Stunfisk, man. What a crazy Pokemon. Frillish. There's Morty. Okay. We're going to build a control deck. It's going to be... If a real Psychic control deck enters the format, I'm actually going to be pretty afraid. Genuinely. Just because... you know... Just because that's a crazy prospect to be in Pokemon Pocket. Imagine queuing up and you're just like, yeah, man, like good luck playing the game. We're just gonna rip apart your deck all game every day. Fart Stunfisk. Morty Durant to selectively mill cards is pretty crazy, actually. That's a great idea. Do we have other cards that mill, right? I don't know if any of them are that good. The new Gyarados does mill, but Morty is for Psychic type though, so I think we're basically playing it in Psychic type decks. Which is crazy, but there's Altaria. Okay. You're hyped for control decks? I don't know how hyped I am, but we'll have to see exactly how good they are. Yo, Neon, congrats, man. Listen, you did all the hard work, brother. I'm just doing my job. That was all you. It was all you, Neon. Congratulations, my dude. All right, the polls haven't been that crazy yet. I don't really care that much about, like, high rarity cards. I'm just looking to get all of the cards so I can build and test out the decks. And we're doing pretty good on EX polls, so let's keep it up. My first impressions of this new set are that this set is very meta influential. There's a lot of really important stuff, and I think what I really like about this set is that it's buffing and integrating with old cards really well, which I think is a really big deal. Yeah, Ultra Necrozma does mill, which is crazy. Altaria Silvally is going to be nuts. That's a pretty crazy thing, actually. The Cursula, Poliwag, Ursaring. I was not expecting the EX cards that we got. Poliwrath? Jumpluff, I actually did. We talked about that in the Discord. Second Phanpy, full art. But the Poliwrath, man, the fighting type Poliwrath. Oh! Yo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, okay. We got the Flamigos in here. We got the Jumpluffs, the Swannas. There's Bidoof, my boy, Dragonair. Okay, it's a short one. Oh, no, we're going under. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, this is cool. I'm liking this. Yo, the Crawdont. Shout out to Crawdont. Beast there. I think he learned Sucker Punch. It's a part dark type. Yo, this is sweet. That's cool. This is a really cool one. I'm liking that. I like that a lot. Shout out to the immersive, dude. No art coming soon, then we appreciate that for sure. We appreciate that. My Discord bot is yelling at me because so many people joined so soon, which is crazy. So you guys basically flagged my Discord bot. That's super funny. Shout out to you guys. Zangoose, Azurill. We'll take the Azurill. Yamper, Zangoose, Corsola. There's Celebi. I'm actually really interested about the Celebi prospects for sure. They plagiarized the Suicune art. Oh no. Oh no. We don't want that. Shiny Mew EX. Let's go. That Shiny Mew EX looks clean. All right, there it is. All right, I think we already had 2 Suicune. Anyway, give us the Suicune so we can test it out, because I'm actually pretty curious. I think Suicune's going to be pretty broken, quite frankly. Bro, why is Jump Pluff 1 colorless energy? Isn't that not crazy to you guys? Doesn't that seem crazy? Am I the only one that feels like Jump Pluff is insane? I don't know. That seems crazy to me. Seems like Crobat, but kind of just better in like almost every way. Right? Like, why would we play Crobat and Poison when we could play Jump Pluff and potentially protect and retreat to Jump Pluff? Doesn't that seem just way better? I don't know. We also have Erika's too. Yeah, we'll have to see. This is some crazy stuff. Was Ho actually plagiarized though, or was it just really similar? I don't know, Caden. I don't know. Yo, shiny Infernape, the pink Infernape. Let's go. We will be testing out. What was it? Infernape and what was the other thing, you guys? What was the thing we were talking about with Infernape? I forgot. One of the cards. Something worked well with it. Jump Off can be paired with Suicune for that attack. Full spam. That is pretty cool. You also would get the draw effect, actually. So if you attacked with Jump Off and then you went into like one of the legendary beast Pokemon, you actually would draw a card at the end of your turn. Just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, Azurill. That's right, the healing. Yeah, that's crazy. That's gonna be nuts. I don't have the new light tool card yet. I haven't pulled it yet. Then never mind. There it is. We found Memory Light. Crazy. This is nuts. This is crazy. This specifically, I think, is going to be really good for Donphan because they did give us that new Phanpy, but I don't know what else it's going to be used for. I'll be honest. We'll have to see there. Poliwrath again. Okay, so we do have 2 Poliwraths. That's big. Zoroark is a revenge attacker. Yes, basically, it's like a control revenge attacker type deal, which I think is pretty cool. 5 full art Milotics. Insane. This traveling merchant card is crazy. Like, that art looks like something out of like a, I don't even know. Doesn't look like Pokemon art. Okay, we got our 2 memory lights. Sweet. And we got another Suicune. Okay, we have 4 Suicunes. We can chill out with the Suicunes now. No Raikou for us yet. And there's Igglybuff. There it is. Okay, so we got our Igglybuff. Man, I'm not excited to be put to sleep turn 1 by Igglybuff. That's gonna be something special. That's gonna be something special. I have not pulled a Crown Rare Gold card in so long. Reem says this set looks trash. That's hilarious. Everybody always says that. I think they're rage baiting, but I can't really tell anymore because some people just straight up actually think so. Tentacool is so derpy. Yes, he is. 70 cards already. I mean, we're missing a couple, but we're doing pretty good. We're doing all right. The set has Poliwrath EX, so it can't be trash. That's right. That's exactly right. We're still in this, guys. We're opening a bunch of packs here. We're still ripping through. See if we can get something. I think we're missing Raikou. All right. We'll take the second Suicune Immersive. We'll take the second one. Do we play this again? I don't know. Do we want to? I'm actually gonna skip it. We already played it. I don't think we had gotten that many new people since the last time we got it. But there is our second Suicune EX. Immersive art. Pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of... Yeah. Oh, you're right, actually. What's the one like Sandile? Or not Sandile, sorry. Salandit, right? Isn't this going to be big for Salandit? So now its evolution, Salazzle can attack and burn, and then Salandit does like pretty big damage if it's burned, right? Is that correct? I guess it's probably a pretty niche case, but I think that could work. Yeah, the Suicune Immersive is really... It looks really good. One of the best looking Immersives, for sure. It's going to contend right there with Buzzwole. Latios, okay, that was a new one, I guess. Hey, there's our boy right here. There's Raikou. We needed him. Finally, we got him. Look at the Slowpoke cards. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. That could be something. Yeah, I don't know. The Salazzle stuff, I don't know. It popped off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other things that I can't think about right now. There's our first full art Milotic. There it is. Also a really cool card. Milotic I'm really curious about, but I don't know how good it's going to be. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, the Corsola is crazy, and I think Corsola is probably going to be played in the control decks. I think we're playing Morty, we're playing Corsola. Like, we're just doing... Oh, what just happened? I accidentally opened that pack. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. I thought we opened a pack. We were just... I forgot. My bad. My bad. There's not. I think that Suicune is the only immersive from the set. It was definitely the favorite, yeah, because it's the big boy there on the front of the pack. The other dogs, the other beasts did not get immersives, unfortunately. Yeah, Mantike being the only baby Pokemon with a gold card is kind of crazy. Like, it's cool, but it's a little bit random, honestly. Like, it kind of... Like, all of the other baby Pokemon are a little bit jealous, I think. Yo, there's the Latios. This is a super cool card. Yeah, there are only one immersives in the mini set. That's true. Remember when in ED Crisis we got... Oh, no, it was Buzzwole. Was it? It was A3 where the immersives were the supporter cards. Wasn't that strange? Another Zoroark. Okay, we're cruising. Zangoose, the Oricorio killer. That's right. I think Oricorio has a lot of... I would be really surprised if Donphan... If with Memory Light, Donphan KO'd Oricorio. I just don't see that happening. I don't think that's how that interaction should work. But if I'm wrong there, then that's just me, of course, or Pokemon Pocket being really strange when it probably shouldn't be the case. But if Donphan with Memory thing can KO Oricorio, then that is broken. That is incredibly strong. If any Pokemon can do that, any EX Pokemon that evolved from a non-EX, if that happens, then that's pretty crazy, quite frankly. I don't think that that's the case, but yeah, dude, this set's about to pop off here. How many cards do we have? This is about to be cringe. 21,500 cards. Sheesh. Yeah, we played this game too much. I'll tell you that much. Still missing a couple random cards. 2 random cards from the set. I don't know what we're missing. We're missing the normal Milotic and then the normal Jumpluff EX. Okay. Have we not gotten any Jumpluffs? I don't think we have. I'm gonna have to craft them. Yeah, I doubt that. Well, I doubt it'll work as well. Honestly, it doesn't read that way to me. But you never know. I guess with Pokemon Pocket, sometimes things just don't make any sense. Seviper. Yeah, yo, Seviper. It's got to counter those Zangooses because you never know. Yeah, it shouldn't work that way, Nene, but honestly, you never really know, right? Boom, second Igglybuff. We'll take that. Would it count as an attack? Yeah. Yeah. It would count as an attack from the card that you're attacking with. 8,000 cards and I play a lot? Bro, I pay a lot of money. I honestly always drop a lot to get all of the cards immediately when the sets come out, and then subsequently just open all of the packs throughout the season, so it ends up being a lot for sure. I opened a lot of Genetic Apex too way back in the day when it first came out, so that's another, I guess, reason how that happens. Okay, we need Milotic and we need Jumpluff. Nope, third Poliwrath, we'll take it. Celebi devolved to stage 1 or to basic. It would evolve to the stage 1. It would evolve from the... It only takes the highest evolution. So, yeah. But if you rare candy, then it wouldn't. Then it would go to the stage 1 because you skipped the stage... Or it would go to the basic because you skipped the stage 1. So if your opponent rare candied into Charizard from Charmander, then Celebi will bring it back down to a Charmander after dealing 40 damage. But only if they rare candied. Because the game remembers what card you previously evolved from. Yeah, we're doing the... Yeah, exactly. Done. Yeah, I have to test all the decks. We do the showcase videos. I got to have the cards early. I got to know what we're talking about here. Tomorrow will be spent entirely playing and testing all of these decks. So, you know, keep up with that. It's going to be crazy. I'm super excited, though. I think the season's going to be really, really fun. A lot of really interesting cards came out in this set. I'm not going to lie. Like, really, really interesting cards came out in this set. Inflatable boat. Another Igglybuff. 21,000 is a lot, bro. I mean, I've spent money on this game. A lot of it. You know, it's been out for a while. We've been making videos for a while. Shiny Gibble. Let's go with our shiny Gabite. Let's go. We'll take that. Altaria is the new Silvally. It's interesting for sure. We don't have Gladion, which is the big difference, but Silvally's so good because it's colorless and it's got Gladion. It's just a crazy card. It goes perfectly with all of the baby Pokemon. It's just it's a crazy thing. Poliwhirl, Slugma, Lickitung, Diglett, Traveling Merchant. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these cards interact with or kind of work with the older cards, which I think is really, really cool. I think that's a really, really big deal. My 10 packs were buns. Oh no. My favorite new art, dude, I think that immersive, the Rainbow Rare cards were pretty cool that we saw, but I think that the immersive Suicune is definitely, that card is insane. That card looks insane. And we're going to be running out of packs, I think, in a little bit here. I don't know. We got 3 more 10 packs to open. Maybe the game will cancel us. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll take this over an obvious new self-building meta deck. I think that's what a lot of people were pretty not happy about with ED Crisis, was that all of the decks became kind of pre-packaged, you know? Mike Lee, we're playing on a tablet emulator. There's a couple of them out there. I use LD Player. But yeah, a lot of people did not love Extra Dimensional Crisis for that reason. It just felt like they were kind of forcing these sort of pre-built decks down your throat. And of course, that kind of takes away, Buzzwole. It takes away a little bit of the creativity involved, you know? There is the full art Azrael. We didn't have that one yet. Yeah, Blue Stacks, I guess, is another one. What's this? Yamper. Why does Yamper have a full art? That's kind of a cool card, though. Another Memory Light. Golduck being able to choose to stop supporters might be something. That is pretty cool. I don't really know. Like, if we ever got, like, a Golduck EX, then that would be really cool. I just don't think normal Golduck is strong enough for that to really matter, but prepackaged, like Ultra Beast, the thing with the Ultra Beast decks is that you couldn't play variations of them, right? Like, when you played Buzzwole, like, you were playing Buzzwole and Celesteela and Kartana and Pheromosa and Lusamine. Like, the entire deck was there for you. There wasn't really any room or ability to, like, play different variants of the Ultra Beast decks because they were kind of really inclusive. You know, Celesteela didn't work for other Pokemon, and Lusamine didn't work for other Pokemon. So it always was way more worth it to play that deck exactly how they spelled it out for you. Whereas, like, with, like, any other card or any other, you know, strategy in the game, you could kind of, you know, change certain things or kind of pair certain Pokemon up with other Pokemon to make certain decks. The Ultra Beasts were just very much not really. They didn't let you do that. It was sort of predefined for you. Yeah, the cards, like, obviously went together, and they only went together. Like, even to this day, like, nobody's playing anything else in Buzzwole other than, like, maybe a couple of random, like, trainer cards. But, like, the decks haven't changed, and they won't change because they have all the support. I think we have a shiny in this pack. Shiny Garchomp, dude. Why do we have the entire shiny Garchomp line? The game wants me to play Garchomp? Is that something, I guess? I don't know. It seems crazy here. We got Gibble, Gabite, and Garchomp. Shiny is nuts. Another Yamper. Okay. Altaria. We need we need the normal Milotic, and we need Jumpluff. I almost said Eldegoss. We need Jumpluff. Yeah, and there's a lot of... Yeah, it's like the opposite of Silvally, which I think... Okay, second Raikou is cool. We'll take the second Raikou. Yeah, Silvally's like the opposite of that. They gave us Silvally and was like, yeah, you can play this with whatever you want. And I guess people have been doing that. There's Milotic, finally. Okay, the only card we need from this set now to complete it is the Jumpluff, which we do not have yet. But we can always craft it if we need to. Latios. We do have Discord, yeah. So Discord, I think, is linked to the YouTube. You guys should be able to find the Discord link for sure. Fairly easily, I would believe. If you go to my channel, it's definitely linked there. But on YouTube, it should just be, like, below the video, or if you scroll all the way down or something. All right, guys. We are now on to our last 10-pack. I think we have basically 2 copies of everything except for Jumpluff. We have 0 Jumpluff, so that's what we need, guys. Prayer hands here in the chat for Jumpluff. Our last card. 70 out of 71. It is what we need. Let's do it. Can we open the Jumpluff? Kind of like the owner's Pokemon in TCG, yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, a couple of rares right off the bat here. Another shiny. It's another Gabite. They just want me to play shiny Garchomp. They want me to flex on those people. They want me to flex on everybody with my shiny Garchomp deck. I don't know why. Mantike. We will take the Mantike. Not a gold one, but we will take it. Another Stunfisk. Classic. Classic. It's a Viper, Slowpoke, Farfetch'd, another Phanpy. So many full arts, oh my gosh. Jump Bluff Speed Deck is going to be fun. Yeah, we got to figure out the best way to play Jump Bluff because that's a very interesting card, and I really want to build decks around it because I think it's going to be really strong. The Azrael stuff, the baby Pokemon are nuts, dude. Like, really strange. Like, not at all what I was expecting, but very cool for sure. My favorite set, man, that's a tough... I love Mythical Island, even though it's by far the worst booster pack ever in terms of, like, current metagame. I loved Mythical Island. I loved everything about it. Except Gyarados, I guess, but at the time, Gyarados was fun. This might be a close number 2, though. This set is looking awesome. I love Suicune, so... Jumpluff Oricorio. Yeah, I forgot. I did forget. We're probably just going to play it with Oricorio. Okay. That's cool, too. We'll play Jumpluff Oricorio, and people will hate us, I guess. All right, no Jumpluff. We didn't get any Jumpluffs. Pretty sad. But what we can do is get our ranked rewards, and we'll go from there. We're out of gold. I wonder, did we hit the max? Do we have room? Can we open more? I don't even know. Ranked matches. Boom, boom. Yeah, we were only at 2158 this season. We stopped a couple weeks ago. I'll be honest there. We did not reach top 10,000, but it's okay. We did not play that many games, quite frankly. Is this going to allow us to open a 10-pack here, or do we have to potentially... Do we need more? The game is lagging pretty hard. Well, too many people are playing right now. The game doesn't know what to do. We're going to try to sneak out another 10-pack here if we can. Once this game loads, unless it's going to crash on me. Oh, there we go. So I think what we can do is claim... Where we want to go. Missions? So many notifications on the screen. It's like blinding me. So we can get 4 more hourglasses here. Take that. We have to do the solo battles, of course. Make sure you guys do your solo battles. And all of that cool stuff. Gonna take all of these. Premium. Are there any? Hold on. Do we get anything from the themed collections? 3 Iggly buffs. Give me that. Oh, that's my new profile pick there, guys. That new Iggly, that new thing. Museum? Yeah, okay. We get 12 from the museum, so we'll take that. That's big. For all of the full arts. All right. All right. Do we have enough now? I don't know if we do. Probably not, but we can try. Wow, we have almost the exact amount needed for the last 10-pack. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. This is the last 10 packs, and I think that we're then capped off here. I don't think we can open any more with our Pokegold. Let's see if we can get a Jumpluff here. Oh, that's a full art. What is it? Oh, it's Whitney. Okay. All right, Miltank, let's do it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to play some Miltank shenanigans. It's going to be fun. Yeah, we get 12 from the full art collection. Let's go. Come on, Jumpluff. I don't want to have to craft you. But I will if I have to. My Lodic again. Okay, there's our 4th Poliwrath. The game does want me to play Poliwrath, doesn't it? Pretty crazy card, actually. Like, 180 is going to be pretty substantial. That combo is going to be nuts. I don't know if the combo, like, if that's even going to be the best way to play it, but definitely going to be a crazy time playing Poliwrath. Full art Whitney. Let's go. All right. Jumpluff. The Jumpluff dream is looking to be dead here, guys. Unfortunately. No Jumpluff. No, we opened everything. Multiple copies of everything in the entire set. But no Jumpluff, sadly, for us. We might have to wait. No day 1 Jumpluff decks being built is sad. Honestly, I'm actually a bit disappointed in that. But it's okay. I guess we'll survive. So sad. So sad. Our boy Jumpluff. We can craft one though. We can't craft 2, but we could craft 1. Oh, all I want is Jumpluff. It won't even show me the image. How sad. R.I.P. to Jumpluff. Actually, do we just craft one right now? We'll probably hold the pack points. It's all good. It's all good, I think. All good in the hood. What do you guys want to do? What are we doing right now? Because I can't be up all night. It's already 2:30. I do have to record the set review, and then I got to get ready for tomorrow's videos that we're going to record. Maybe we dip out of here. We could craft from the craft packs, the craft picks. Oh yeah, Wonder Picks. Is Eldegoss in our Wonder Picks? That would be hilarious if it was. Not that we would get it anyway. But theoretically speaking, it could be possible. Could be in here. I don't see it. No, nothing actually really good from Secluded Springs, which is sad. We get nothing on the Wonder Picks. Nothing that I want to open. You want to do some deck builds? We could. We're not doing. We will not be building any jump left decks, but theoretically we can. We gotta change. First of all, we gotta change the profile. We gotta change it to jump buff or Igglybuff, the goat, the absolute goat. Actually, we do need to buy our new emblem or emblems. Oh, did we not open Entei? I don't even. We must have opened at least one Entei. I don't know how many we opened though. Did we open 2 Enteis? I'm not sure. The game is very laggy for me right now because so many people are opening packs. It's pretty funny. Get to master, then close the stream. You're crazy. If you had me added, yo, maybe I should. What, are there more deals for Pokegold here? What's going on? Oh, there's this here. I'm gonna have to buy this. We're gonna have to buy it. We're gonna have to whale out for that. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, what are we doing? Yeah, emblems. Oh wait, can I not even? Oh, I can't even buy this. Why do I need 100? How do I gotta get 100 of these? Why do I only have 50? Oh, wait. Do I have to collect them from this other thing? The themed collections? Is that what I have to do here? Because I got all of these. Yeah, I think they come from the themed collections. Yeah. Because these all just have Wonder Hourglasses, right? Yeah, they don't have... Okay, all right. Well, I'll do all of this stuff off stream. I'm not going to mess around here and do all this because we got to pack it up and we got to get ready because I got to record and we got to get the content flowing here. We got to get the content flowing, guys. It was a short stream. The solo stuff, yeah. Listen, you know, it's 2:30 in the morning, okay? You know, I got work tomorrow morning, okay? Trust me, I can't be here all night. As much as I would love to, the stream was great. I had a ton of fun, but, you know, nothing lasts forever, okay? We opened our packs. We reviewed the set. We had a good time. Now I got to get busy. We got to get down to work. We got to record. We got to get the videos going. You know what I mean? We got to stir the sauce. We got to start cooking and we got to start uploading. Could do some solo missions. I'm not going to do all of that live right now. We need to pack it up. Unfortunately, I know you guys probably don't love that. It was a short stream, okay? Definitely a short stream, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes here on the channel. We do the videos. We're not a streaming channel per se. At least at the moment. We're mostly a video channel. We're mostly a video channel. Which I think is all good. Let's wrap it up here, guys. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everybody that came in. Hopefully you guys had a good time. The new cards are crazy. You guys will get like my full. Just don't sleep. You guys will get my full thoughts in the set review, which I will be uploading probably soon. That'll be the first video that comes out. So you guys will get all of that. Excuses. That'll be coming in the next video, and then you know we'll let you guys know what decks are popping off. And you're gonna want to stay tuned. It's gonna be a sweet week. It's gonna be a fun week for sure. It's gonna be a real fun week. Ranked should start, I think, Saturday. I think, right, is when ranked starts. I'm not sure. The set came out on Thursday morning, so is it Saturday for Friday night? I guess theoretically. Or Saturday morning is when that'll is when the ranked will go live. We'll go live sometime this weekend, perhaps. Honestly, I might live stream Saturday or Sunday night, and we'll do some ranked battles for sure. Let's get out of here, guys. Peace out. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Stay tuned. All the videos are coming. Take it easy, guys. Thank you all so much for coming in. Big shout out to all you guys. Big shout out to Renoga for posting the leaks before the set dropped. All of the comments, all of the new subscribers, all of the guys in the Discord that joined tonight. Big shout out to all you guys. I really, really appreciate it. You know, just stick around. That's all I got to say. Bunch of videos are coming, so you're going to want to stick around. And that's where, you know, that's what we do on the channel. We make videos. We don't live stream very often. These are kind of just little short things that I like to do sometimes. So yeah, I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. Super, super cool. Yeah, let's wrap it up here, guys. I don't know how to end the streams, but it's really late, so we We gotta do something, all right? All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you guys later. And yeah. Bye. Bye, guys. Good luck on your polls. We're gonna build some sick decks. I'm really excited for the decks that we got coming. Yeah. How do I end streams? How do I end this? There's a button somewhere to end this. Good night, guys. Peace out. Peace out. Have a good one. See you guys soon. Bye.